be empowered with cash and gift prizes to vet their books and change narratives using their pen and voice. She is a committed young African whose pen has changed lives, and she is continuously reading life-changing courses in her environment. All she does as regards her profession and her giant strides in the area of personal development can be found on her official website www.okoyeijeoma.com. Ladies and gentlemen,
let me welcome the convener of the Young Law Africa Convention of Pen Goddess, Okoye Ijeoma Dicta.
Thank you so much, and we can all have our seats. So I want to especially welcome you to today's event, and I can see familiar faces. Those that came from, I think people came from Uyo, people came from Jos, people came from Edo State, I'm sure. We have people from Asaba, we have people from Edo, we have people from Ebony. And I'm super excited to have every one of you here. If I don't mention your state, just rest assured that I appreciate your presence. Thank you. So today I want to be sharing something relatable to us, but I'm going to be targeting it to the theme of this event, which is building capacity for the next level. So a lot of people really want to become this amazing person. I believe that there is somebody you are looking at that you are saying, this person is what I want to be like. Like you see the picture of this person. But the truth is this: you can't become like that person if you have not taken the step to the next level. Now, just like what the first speaker said, the next level is not the usual next level we hear in Nigeria. No, that's not the next level we are talking about. We are in an intellectual gathering, and the next level we are looking at today is the next level that shows that you are capable of handling situations, you are capable of handling positions, you are capable of handling opportunities. Now, there are people who have access to opportunities, but they can't handle that opportunity because they do not have the capacity. Now, you cannot handle a certain level of growth if you don't have the capacity. That's just the truth. So if you want to get to the next level, you must build capacity. You must build capacity. And what's the capacity you have to build? The capacity that has to do with knowledge, the capacity has to do with leadership, the capacity has to do with financial education, the capacity that has to do with personal development. If you want to get to the next level, you need to build capacity in all of this. And today I'm going to be talking about how to build capacity as a young person. And my talk is going to be more diverse because I'm going to touch various aspects of capacity building. Are we good to go?
Yes.
Are we good to go?
Yes.
So the first thing I want to talk about today when we talk about capacity building is knowledge upgrade. Knowledge upgrade. Now, there is a level you want to get to. There is a stage you want to get to in life. If you don't have the knowledge to get there, you can't get there. It is as simple as that. You need a certain level of knowledge to be able to transcend to that stage. If you don't have that knowledge, it is as good as effort in futility. So when you open yourself to acquiring knowledge, when you open yourself to taking in information, and when I mean information, I don't just mean taking in any kind of information. I mean superior knowledge. superior information. Now, what is superior information? There are things that you know that every other person knows. You don't need those knowledge, that kind of knowledge at this level. You need something bigger, something superior. So you need to take in superior knowledge. And superior knowledge comes from a stage of work, accessibility to superior persons, the people that embody this information, the people that embody the knowledge that you want. Now, there is a certain level of information that I have now, and when I want to go to the next level in my career, it demands that I look for somebody who has gotten to that level, who has remained in that level, not just gotten to that level, but there are people that get to that level and fall back to level 1. I need somebody who has gotten to that level and is sustained in that level. Now, the information you have now is not what will sustain you in the next level. You need superior information. You need superior knowledge. And for you to get that kind of knowledge, you need to be accessible towards people with that knowledge. You need to ensure that you are accessible to people who have the information that you need. Alright? Now, the second thing to consider when you want to move to the next level is that you need to embody leadership skills. You need to embody leadership skills. One of the things I always tell my mentees is you cannot be a weak person and be a leader. We have lots of weak people. Now, the weakness comes from a place of self-denial, self-unbelief. You do not believe in yourself. You don't believe that what you have is capable of working out something for you at the level you want. Now, at that stage, you feel that you need every other thing that every other person has. Meanwhile, you're not using what you have at that point. Self-denial. You are denying yourself a lot of things because you feel you are not capable. Now, when you are not capable of doing something at the level you are now, how do you want to get to the next level? So you must accept that you are first a leader. That you can't lead yourself, you can't lead others. Now, the next level demands that you lead people. So for you to get to that level, you need leadership skills. You need to accept that you're a leader and that everything and everyone around you is looking up to you, regardless of your age, class, status, background, whatever limitation you think. Now, there are people who are 17, people who are 15 that are living massive influence. People have so much influence that people are looking up to them. You don't have to be 30. You don't have to be 40 for people to listen to you. You can start where you can start even at 15. You can start at 12. I have somebody who wrote her second book at 12. I have a kid who wrote her first book at 9. That's the spirit. You cannot lead people if you don't lead yourself. You can't tell people that books inspire and lead life-changing courses if you don't even have one to your name. You understand? So you need to first of all direct the leadership to yourself. You need to accept that you are a leader. You lead yourself, and then you begin to lead people. Are you with me?
Right.
Now, the next thing to consider when you talk about the next level is that there are certain biases you need to do away with. There are certain biases you need to do away with. And one of the biases I'm going to be talking about today is the anchoring bias. Now, the anchoring bias is that bias that tells you that the first information or the first thing you knew about something or somebody is the truth and the facts. I'll take that again. The anchoring bias is the bias makes you believe that the first information or the first message or knowledge you have about something is the truth and the fact. I use the definite article, the truth, because a lot of people have allowed the anchoring bias to limit them. And now when we talk about the limitations, there's so much. Now, if the first thing you heard about somebody is that this person is rude, if you allow the anchoring bias to be effective in your life, you will block yourself away from that person. The anchoring bias has acted as a barrier because you have not allowed that information to be processed. Now, the reason that information is not yet processed is because the anchoring bias has stood as a limitation. Now, the anchoring bias is there, telling you that this thing you heard about this person is true. You heard that this person is rude. You heard that this person is selfish. You heard that this person is wicked. You heard that you cannot write a book because Nigerians don't sell books. You heard that you cannot do this because you're a young person. You heard, and you heard, which is very wrong. So you must accept that the anchoring bias is a limitation, number one. And number two, you can do away with the anchoring bias. Now, how can you do away with the anchoring bias? By allowing every information that comes to you to pass through certain levels of filtering. You don't take in everything you hear. Now, when people say Nigerians don't sell books, or books don't sell in Nigeria, the question you should ask yourself is why? Now, when you ask yourself why, the next thing you will begin to ask yourself is, how can I make this work? How can I make this work? If every one of us here can look deep within ourselves and tell ourselves the truth, we will accept that a lot of things we could not do in years was because we allowed what we heard from people to serve as a leading force. You allowed what you heard from the general public. You allowed what you heard from your friends to serve as a leading force. If you want to become the person you determine or you look at yourself to be, then you need to do away with the anchoring barriers. You need to accept that everything is possible. So when I listen to you or when I tell you, do this, the next thing I hear from you is, but somebody said it doesn't work. No, I don't want to hear that. The next thing I want to hear from you is, how can I start? And that is how smart minds think. That is how smart minds work. So if we want to get to the next level, we must accept that first, every information is not the truth. Every information is not the facts. Until you filter information, they are still information. They are not the truth. They are not the facts. And we also need to accept that a lot of limitations are right in our environment. A lot of limitations are around us. A lot of people have the limitation of time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I keep saying that you will definitely have time for what matters to you. If something does not matter to you, you will not have time. A lot of us here, if event matters to you, that's why you're here. If it doesn't matter to you, you will not be here. The same thing applies to your personal projects. The same thing applies to your goals and vision. If something matters to you, you will give it time. If having a first class in school matters to you, you will give time to study. If having a project and working around the clock to ensure that the thing works, if that matters to you, you will give it time. And anything that matters to you demands your time. You can't just wake up. Just like our first speaker said, growth is in process. You cannot just wake up and be in the next level if you don't give your time to what matters to you. The next thing that also acts as a limitation to a lot of us is the limitation of the mind. Most of us have closed our minds to certain things. We've closed our minds to growth. We'll say we're not sure that this is going to be possible because I think it will not be possible. Your mind has said this particular project will not work. So some of us now want to do something, but our mind is so rigid that we cannot see growth. We can't see growth in the and possibility in that thing that we want to do. So we feel that it has to do with what? Having everything on a platter, on a gold platter. So we think that everything should just come to us. But our mind is not open to accept most of the things that we want to do. So if you want to move to the next level, you need to work on your mindset. You need to have what I call the growth mindset. The growth mindset is that mindset that sees possibility in everything. So for me, I'm already seeing possibility in anything I want to do, even before I start. So how can it be a success when I don't believe in myself? How can it be a success when I don't believe that that can be a success? So you need to accept first that your mind is capable of